the rare foundations.
Yeah. I rolled a 7. That's about average. Yeah.
What are you rolling for?
I roll at the beginning of every to try to get the G&G dice since I don't have the graphic. Normally I roll really bad. But sounds good. Are you outie? Okay.
I'm waiting on food to be done or waiting for 6 p.m., whichever happens first.
I got
6
you.
p.m. happens
It is
first.
6 p.m. That's what I was saying. All right. Well, we are now live with the paint party. All 0 of you watching currently at the moment. Let's get the link up. So if you want to join us, as long as you have your, come on, Facebook, there you are. As long as you have your camera, a mic, and, you know, adult sensibilities, you're welcome. Well, I don't care if kids play. Just remember, no copyrighted music or any copyrighted material behind us. And let's keep the profanity to a PG-13 level. And woohoo! All right, so while we wait for our usual band of miscreants, let's see what we're going to work on today. Honestly, I'm super excited. I couldn't wait to get in. I want to keep working on Dormammu. We got some good progress on him last night, so I'm going to be working on him throughout the evening. If I finish him up, then I'll take 30 seconds to finish up Crosshair. I can't even remember his name. Crossbones. And if I finish them both, we'll figure out what else I'm going to go to from there. But yeah, I'm excited. Again, if you haven't watched the rest of the week, any other days, then I do apologize for my voice. I've had a cold all weekend, and I'm on the mend, but I'm still not at 100% of my normal voice and demeanor and stuff. So, yeah. But anyway, so I guess I'll get started while I'm waiting for anybody to join me tonight. This might be a sad, this might turn into JD's pity party if nobody joins or watches tonight. All right, so I think I'm going to use a little Wild Rider Red since we did, last thing we did on his stomach was the, I got too much crap in all of my way. We did Wild Rider Red on the belly and cape, or no, we did Evil Sons. So now we're gonna layer some Wild Rider on top of it, very lightly. It's not quite the orange I want, so let's just do a quick dry brush to get some highlights in. Ow. Okay, I don't have a good place to put my elbow today. I got some work done on my arm, and it's right where I would normally set my arm down to paint. So that's going to be interesting. Just going to do that a little bit in the middle there. Just try to lighten it up. I actually might want to go to really orangey orange and then some yellow there in the middle, but it does lighten it a little bit. We can give a little bit there. And a little bit here, since that is the highest parts. There we go. Alrighty. So, looking at how they painted him, they absolutely did some lighter. Ooh, I got a ding. That gives us a Brian. Thank goodness it was about JD's pity party here.
Won't let you hang in, JD. I always will show up. You know that.
Yeah.
I was out on the front porch. It's a little humid, and we're sitting out there and looking out over the water and watching the cars drive by, and it was so
on
beautiful
the water?
out. For like, oh yeah. like right
The
by the water.
Oh, okay. I was impressed.
We, in Florida, we have those driving on the top of the water cars.
I was going to say, you're living in 2121.
How are you today?
My arm hurts a little, but I'm really happy with the results, so I'm not going to complain about it.
So I have to tell you, I have in all secretness, I started watching last night, and video 2 came on. I'm sitting there and I'm watching the painting thing happen. I don't remember finishing it. My wife told me she put the phone up. I fell asleep.
Well, hey, if I can Ambien you, I'll Ambien you.
Hey, it worked. If people would only know.
Yeah.
So
no,
how about you? How's everything else besides the sore arm?
Well, I gotta show it off. I'm like so happy with what I got done today. So first of all, I don't know if you're did you ever read The Wheel of Time?
No.
Well, their show comes out Friday on Amazon. And
Okay.
ahead of that, because I've been reading, I mean, I've read all the books. I think I started in 92, 93. But I wanted to get something because it's one of my nerd things that I love. And so I got that, which, well, it's upside down, but
you just got that?
Yeah, I got that today.
Dang, it looks really pretty.
So if you've read the books or if you watch the show and the show goes long enough, you'll understand what that means at one point. But the other thing that really got, and I don't know if I can bend my arm like this, but I got that colored in.
Oh, wow.
So like the reflective.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So I'm so stoked about how that came out. Like, I'm just telling everybody.
And your arms are pretty large. Let's not, that's a lot of space real estate covered.
It was a lot
tattoo.
Yeah, and it was from I don't know why I did it. The wrist is a very tender area, and so is the elbow. So it just pretty much hurt from start to finish.
Yeah, sometimes I think that's pretty good though too, to get a little bit of the pain, because then you can realize how good you feel when you don't have it.
Right. So, but yeah. What are you going to work on tonight?
I have the 3 Amigos here, the part of the Necron group still, because I bought like 7 sets in a row. Yeah. And I'm still working on pieces because there's only so much time in a day. But I split them up here and there, but today's going to be Necrons.
Nice. Well, heck yeah. Well, cool. Well, I'm going to sit here and start getting more.
I also cheated on you with other hobbies too.
What?
I did, and I was gonna tell you if maybe I don't know. I don't think we're probably not partying Wednesday, right?
You what?
Next week, Wednesday, we're probably not having with Thanksgiving and everything, or are you going to be around?
I plan on being here.
Okay. I have to see what the boss has. I don't know if we're partying with our friends coming over or not between one of those 2 days. But what I was going to tell you was on the next paint party, I started getting into the RC car builds.
Oh, yeah.
And the painting of them is in reverse.
Right, because you're doing it on the inside of that clear shell, right?
And that's pretty tough. So it's one of those things that I just enjoy the painting, whether it's figures, whether it's that kind of stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, I had gotten a couple, and I've got a couple shells at the house for when I started. I thought about getting into that hobby, and then I literally ran I got a really nice electric one, a couple $100, and ran it one time and it broke. And because I bumped into a curb, it didn't jump the curb, it literally stopped, and the heat sink broke off, and it wasn't something you could just fix. You had to replace the part. And I was like, this is the dumbest hobby ever.
No, and that was kind of, so I bought the whole kit. So I don't know if you built your whole car or not.
No.
So the coolest thing in the world was, now these were 1/10 models. I just put together the entire car from every screw, every nut, every bolt from start to finish in 3 days, which to me was pretty impressive. Still, Captain Dadding.
Yeah.
But so I didn't realize how intense it was at first. I'm thinking it'd just be 2 or 3 pieces that you snap together, the Lego build type stuff.
Right.
And no, 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 no. It was putting together the shocks with the springs and the oils. And I went, holy cow, there's a lot of work into this. Well, by the house here, they had a big race last weekend, and that's what they were doing, donation races. And I didn't know there was this whole world with this RC stuff, just like with painting. It's all new.
Cool. Yeah. No, I did. I worked for a little bit at a hobby town, and yeah, people absolutely get into it a lot. So good, but yeah, dude, it's a fun hobby. I just, with everything else I was sinking money into, and I think
Yeah.
at that point my twins had just been born.
Basically, you'd have to sell a small child just to be able to afford to get a hobby like that, any hobby anymore.
Right, but like I said, the twins had just been born. I was already in 40K a lot and bouncing jobs, so I was just like, yeah, this isn't for me.
Twins, I couldn't imagine.
It's been fun. I got home today from the artists, and the boys were running into the yard with their lightsabers. They're like, "Dad, you want to come play lightsabers with us?" And I'm like, I absolutely do. However, I know that one errant blade hits my arm, and I'm gonna absolutely go Anakin on the younglings on y'all. So maybe it's best if I don't play today.
Did they give you a solid pass, or did they still try?
No, they Grayson, he understood. He was like, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah." And then he just started quoting Anakin. You're either with me or against me. So he knew.
No, there's that new paint, that the tattoo paint. You smack that a couple times and you'll know it.
Oh yeah. No, I have a wonderful friend of mine who, when I got my first one, told me, "Oh, it's tradition. On your first one, you have to smack it day of," and then he slapped the crap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, first of all, that's a stupid tradition. Second of all, run. So
It's
I'm not even on the screen.
We're gonna have some friends for Thanksgiving, and not for Thanksgiving. They're
I was
coming
going to
over.
say that's different. We just have turkey.
We just decided which set of friends we're gonna eat this Thanksgiving. But it's the normal stuff. Doesn't everybody do that? No, they'll come over and we'll do the traditional Thanksgiving, but this year I think we're gonna smoke a pork butt.
Nice.
Change it up a little. How about you? Do you do anything crazy for Thanksgiving cooking wise, or?
Not like that. I mean, we'll do our turkey. Occasionally my wife decides she wants ham as well because she gets tired of turkey, which okay, fine. I'm very much a traditionalist when it comes to that because that's what I've had all my life, but I'm not going to complain that there's ham and turkey sandwiches the next day.
No, nobody complains about that.
So I just let her do her. No, the craziest thing we do though is I have a family recipe that has been passed down my dad's side of the family for ages, for Brussels sprouts. And they are very polarizing. You either absolutely run away from them, or you become one of the cult that begs me every year to make extra.
What?
Yeah, it's like I have never met anybody that goes, yeah, they're all right. I, sure, I'll have two. No, it's either Jesus God, get that away from me, or please make me a batch. It's hilarious.
But yeah, see, I'm right there with the. I tried Brussels sprouts for the first time. It's funny we're talking about this last weekend.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, get that away from me. But I tried them for the first time last weekend for my wife's birthday. We had a little party at a friend's house. They had a little party for her, and so we got there, and one of the friends made a Brussels sprout casserole. And I'm thinking, I've never eaten them, but she made it. I want to be polite and I want to try it. And it was actually really good.
Good.
And I've never been a fan of Brussels sprouts, so I'm anxious to hear this recipe of your Brussels sprouts.
Well, I mean, unless we get married, I can't tell you the recipe. But
If it's that good, I'm not against the whole marriage thing.
It is. I am more than willing to let you have some, though. But it's a not quite pickled marinated recipe. So they're not like just steamed Brussels sprouts, which I am not a fan of. Like just, cooked Brussels sprouts are usually, in my opinion, fairly grody. They get that weird aftertaste and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is it. I'm telling you, you may go, oh God, what is wrong with your family? Or you might be like, oh my God, I need a batch every year.
Well, see, that's exactly it. I wonder if it has something to do with the time that they're cooked. If you slow cook them versus, if you steam something, you're cooking it kind of quick.
No, so these are actually, so to cook them themselves are actually, yeah, they're
cooking it kind of quick.
Ooh, what happened? That was weird.
That was me. I was hitting my phone.
Oh, okay. They're cooked normally. They're quick steamed, to get them, cooked. But then there's an immediate process when they're done cooking that you do to them that does wonders. So, yeah. I like to be vague about it until somebody has.
I don't want to ruin the secret. It's probably been passed down for hundreds of years. Here I am blabbing about it over StreamYard.
No, it's fine. I'm just not gonna throw out the recipe.
I'm gonna have to defend you against the MTG bot to win our love for the recipe.
That's right. Oh God, I am making sort of a mess over here. I've got that. It's not quite Vaseline, but the aftercare of tattoo care,
right?
Stuff all over my arm, and everywhere I put my arm, it just is smearing all over my paint station. I'm like, at least it'll smell like lavender for a while. All right.
Why do you smell of lavender?
I just want
my
to
tattoo. Can you imagine what he smells like? Rich lavender.
All right. Where did that grow? Good grief. I keep losing
But
my
no, your
brush
piece
under my paint stand.
that you were working on last night, though, before I passed out and fell asleep, was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I'm Dormammu here. I'm really excited with the way he's turning out. So I just started. He's got some cracks running up his arms. So I went ahead and put that lilac in there, and now I'm going to go back with the black and cover up, so it's just the cracks, and hopefully that'll even look cooler.
I like it just the way it is now. It shows well on the camera because it is as big as it is compared to the normal.
Yeah,
it shows a lot better. Like this size model, and when you're working with the Titan on Monday, it shows better because it's bigger. It's a little easier to see
Right.
the detail. That when it's so small, it's so hard to lose the detail in it. Those look good.
I'm very confused though. Like I'm looking at the model now and I'm trying to figure out what's his skin and what's his outfit. So like his arms are bare and they've got the cracks in them, but then you come around to his back and it's got the pulls as if it were cloth right here.
Right.
But I guess so he's like wearing a tank top with pauldrons,
It's
but
just
also
a really tight shirt.
a chest plate and the cloth comes down. Like I don't know.
And then
We
the
have
abs, the stomach looks like that's open, right?
I don't know because it runs down into here. But we have a Greg, so let's add a Greg. Hello, Greg.
Hey,
Hey, it's another
Yes.
Dormammu.
You guys are working on the same thing.
Well, he just
Also-
came out Friday, so
also,
oh, you're gonna work on that too?
and I've got his terrain being primed.
You mean like that?
No, like the other two pieces that come with it.
That one
Yep, those.
and that one?
Yep, they're being primed.
You gonna do it all tonight, huh?
No,
Well,
no,
now I'm having model size envy.
no. My thought was like, I'm not going to glue him on this, and
no,
I'm like,
you don't
I
glue
put
him
him on the other
glue him
base
on
that it came with.
Yeah.
And so my thought, like, what I want to do is like, I want to bring this to tournaments and just have him sitting on here. So whenever I go to deploy him, I just pick him up off that until he teleports in.
You don't have Thanos, do you?
No,
Okay. He does the same thing with his throne.
nice.
So although I'm really like I was saying it actually in the stream last night, I'm glad he came with a street base though, because Thanos didn't.
Yeah,
And I wanted him to match the rest of my models. So so the way I look at it, I put the extra fire on that base you've got there. The optional fire. I don't know if you remember seeing that step.
yeah.
I put that on there, so now it looks like he's the dark dimensions crawling around the street, and I was okay with that.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I've got I was going to bring up the two pieces because they have actual sizes on them. They're size 2.
so does the thing you just put back.
Oh, does it have a size on it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it does.
It's like you didn't watch my stream at all last night.
I didn't.
I know you were here.
I was practicing my hero.
I know. And
Hey, I fell asleep during it, so
Ooh,
I no, I take that as a compliment.
hey, it's funny because I start watching part 2, and I made it. I'm like, I can't wait to see what happens with this guy. And I'm like, while I was cooking dinner tonight, I played it, and I'm like, oh, it looks really. Yeah, I lost myself on that one. But no, it looked really, really good, and I wish I could have half that painting skill.
Well, just paint another 29 years, you'll be way better than I am. Like I tell everybody, it's not skill, it's repetition. It's what did Bill Murray say in Groundhog Day? God,
He said a lot of things.
yeah, but like about God not really being an omnipotent except for the fact that he's lived the same day over and over or whatever. Like,
That's a lot of big words in a row.
yeah, I can't remember the correct quote, but I'm just gonna let it go. Paint some fingers. With my new favorite color. Or around my new favorite. I love this lilac color. It's so pretty.
So, does anybody have anything exciting coming up though for Thanksgiving? Greg, anything going on?
Gonna go over to my uncle's house and actually have a family holiday that we haven't had since my grandfather. I mean, yeah, pretty much since my grandfather passed away.
You know what, though,
That's
Greg?
a-
That actually makes me very happy for you because we weren't doing anything this year, and you normally join us.
Yeah.
And so I was going to be like, I'm sorry, we're not really doing anything this year.
That's awesome.
Ooh, Greg.
Oh, JD.
I don't know, before you got on, if you were listening at all.
No.
I was explaining to Brian the duality of the Brussels sprouts, how you either never want to see them again,
Yeah.
or you're part of a cult now. Can you confirm that statement?
Yeah. I mean,
And- And which team are you on?
He's on the not doesn't care for him.
yeah. That if I remember correctly, they're a little too greasy for me. But I'm trying to remember if I'm remembering y'all's correctly or not.
Yeah. No, it's very amusing watching people's reaction. Like my first 10 years of life, I hated them. And then all of a sudden it was like, I gotta have them. Like my family genes kicked in.
Well, that's called Stockholm syndrome. So
Well, worth it.
no, like the only Brussels sprouts I've actually really liked has been my aunt did them at one point and she baked them. So she sliced them in half, and then cooked them like you normally would. But then before they got really done, put them on baking sheets and then covered them with like salt and pepper, and then put them in and baked them.
Yeah.
So they came out crispier, and those were really good because they were more akin to like chips than if you just boil them.
That is fair.
Are we all just gonna sit here and forget the elephant in the room that supposedly TikTok released evidence that they've seen the reflection of Selena Gomez and Chris Evans' piano? No?
What?
No, what?
So long story short, it's
Well, first of all, you mentioned TikTok. I don't do TikTok, so
neither do I.
okay.
But I almost peed myself today because my wife shared a couple of videos the other day, and one of them I'll get to that later. But this one, I was in the stream of, so the gentleman sitting there, and he goes, "I'm really into Marvel stuff." Well, are you? And he's like, "Wait till I drop this bombshell on you." And it's this video on TikTok where they're debating about if it's Selena Gomez's reflection in Chris Evans' piano, and I'm like, this goes on for like 10 episodes, and
Okay.
it's weird, but so
I guess you had to be there.
yeah, it wasn't as funny as I thought it was.
Like, is it supposed to be a scandal or?
No, it's supposed to be like one of those TMC, like, oh, can you believe that she's dating Captain America, that kind of stuff.
I got you.
But it wasn't as funny as I thought it was. I lost it.
I'm sorry.
It was funny when I seen their video. It wasn't as funny when I redid it. Let's just say that.
Gotcha.
I'll go home now.
You are home.
Just sit here and shut up.
Really, Brian, you are home.
That's the beauty of Paint Party. Everybody gets to play from home except JD.
Oh, I'm glad I'm here.
I mean, you're up there, but like you might as well be your second home.
Right.
So, how did the updates go about getting the actual live matches? Did you hear anything more?
Oh, it's still a go. I'm just actually, again, it's not going to be until after New Year's. But
Well, that's coming up pretty quick, though.
I know. Greg and I sat down and I got some terrain I got to work on so that we have pretty terrain for the streams, and working on getting the equipment.
what are you most excited about for the gameplay of that? Work 40K or whatever game.
None of that, to be honest. I'm excited about like the change of my venue as far as what I do. G&G may be the longest job I've ever had in one go. And because normally something either makes me mad or I get bored.
Right.
And I'm never going to get bored of G&G. Like, I'm not saying that I'm going to leave or anything, but the fact that I can stay here and do something different makes me very happy.
That's awesome.
Let's say, I've been around long enough. Plenty of things that made you mad.
Well, but you know what? Not mad enough to, like, I love the job more than the things make me mad, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
there's that one time.
Well, okay. But if, yeah, no,
I get you.
I'm just excited for starting something new.
That's the best thing about it. I never realized that until I did go out on my own for my own business. The starting over is pretty hard. I mean, when you do leave a job, regardless if it's in the same position or you go to another position at that job, it's that same kind of stress of starting a new job. So you got a lot going on.
Yeah. But like, part of me feels that I don't want to say I've done everything I can do, but I'm really proud of the community we have now here. I'm proud of our player base, and I want to empower somebody else to keep that going while I try to build something else, if that makes sense.
JD Empire.
Yeah.
So I went to Starbucks today and I ordered a coffee, and the guy okay. I'm going to do a good one here, I promise. So I went to Starbucks today, and the guy in front of me had the same name. He's Brian. So what am I going to do? Say this Brian right after him? You know, I look like a total clown. So I'm just like, just call me Lord Vader. The dude wrote it on the cup. Got to the end, and the girl couldn't even read it. She just goes, Lord. And I'm like, really? It couldn't be any worse. She could have just finished Vader. Now I'm here making it was bad. It was real bad.
You could have just been like, yes, my child. Made it really awkward.
It was pretty awkward. Couldn't really see Greg's earlier. Did you just had yours primed, or did you have yours painted?
I just had my primed. Like, I'm going for like blue flame.
Blue flame?
Yeah, so the purple that JD has.
I'm gonna go let these puppies outside. I'll be right back.
I was going to say either a puppy's barking or somebody stepped on a parakeet.
No, the puppy's awake. 1 minute.
That bark turned into a whine.
Do what?
Said that bark turned into a whine.
Yeah. Oh, that looks cool. I don't know if you can see his hand there. Because I'm extra.
Are you going to do his skull like a normal skull? Or...
No. I'm gonna, because his skull in the show is pretty black.
Right.
Even almost. So he's pointing out it's actually got brown accents to it, which I guess could be, blackened bone.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to do I'm going to try to do what they've done on the cover art of the box. I am going to lighten up some of it. Just so it's not just a black void.
Right.
And then try what we did. We were talking about last night on his body, as far as the purple and things like that.
I gotcha.
There we go.
Did you see the No Way Home trailer?
Oh yeah. Actually, I saw it because you commented on Robbie's post. I was like, "What?" But I didn't see his post. I literally got the notification that you commented. One of those weird situations
Gotcha.
where it was like the notification came because you commented on his post, but I didn't get a notification that he posted. So I was like, "Why would this tag me?" Oh, okay. I'm okay with this. Yeah, so it's got me a little nervous, actually. Not that I'm worried. I'm not that I think it's going to be bad. Like, not that kind of nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But we've had one instance of the girlfriend falling and he saves her. We've had one instance of the girlfriend falling and he doesn't. So I'm concerned for MJ.
So the prevailing theory, because have you seen the whole thing with the Brazilian trailer?
With the Brazilian trailer?
Yeah, the Brazilian trailer. So
is that hairless?
Huh?
Is it hairless?
No.
Oh.
The trailer for Brazil.
No, I was making a bad joke.
It showed an extended scene of when it had Electro, Lizard, and Sandman.
Uh-huh.
It showed an extended scene of that, and you see Lizard react as if he was punched by something, but there's nothing there.
Okay, so yeah, I did not see that. I heard somebody talking about it, but I didn't. I remember going, there was no invisible punch.
But if you go back and look at the American trailer, they cut it short. But if you slow it down and look at the composition of that trailer, Lizard is not even looking at Holland, and Electro is going up. So they're each looking at something else.
Okay.
So the prevailing theory is that Maguire and Garfield are in that shot. They've just been edited out, which Marvel has done.
Right.
And that in the whole scene where MJ falls is going to take place beforehand in that area.
Okay.
And she's going to fall, and Garfield comes in and saves her.
Which would be nice and poetic.
Yeah, like that. It's
I couldn't save mine, so I'll save yours.
Right.
Gotcha. It's just got me concerned because comic, canon and what happened with Gwen. And I know she's not Gwen, but that is a story arc, and so.
Well, it's going to be interesting because there's also, if you pause one scene, there's a second Green Goblin.
Right.
And so some people are wondering if it's Andrew Garfield's Green Goblin or if it's James Franco's Green Goblin.
Gotcha.
The Harry Osborns.
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if they would use Franco because he's a little toxic right now, or at least last I heard.
Well, depending on how long this is, when those scenes were shot.
Yeah, well, true. I'm just, as much as I hate that he got. I mean, if he messed up. Like if Seth Rogen goes, yeah, I don't want anything to do with you. That's pretty bad.
Right.
Excuse me. I'm over this though. Let me just tell you. We are going to try for the first time tonight the synthetic dry brush. Let's see how that works. I needed a second dry brush. Figured why not? Mm-mm-mm. Ow. I have nowhere I can put my arm that doesn't hurt.
Well, what does your arm hurt?
Do you not see my pictures?
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm stoked with how they came out, but for paint night, it's painful.
Right.
Which is why I normally get this done on Thursday. Because then I have a few days to heal up before I have to worry about it. I'm so confused on this model. Like, are his arms skin? Is he wearing basically a muscle shirt?
Yes. I mean, he's an interdimensional creature from beyond our understanding.
Then why does he have a butt cape?
Interdimensional creature from beyond our understanding.
Designed by a human. So I'm just saying.
Right.
I mean, he looks cool. I'm just trying to understand what to paint what. Honestly, since he is an interdimensional being beyond our understanding, I do what I want.
Yes. If you wanted, like, that's what I was going for. It's like if you wanted to treat it like it's a muscle shirt, treat it like it's a muscle shirt. If you want to treat it like it's skin, treat it like it's skin.
The Eshin looks really good though right now.
I'm doing mine kind of like he's wearing like going to be like metallic body armor.
Right on. Yeah, I'm gonna build up the grays and then do that purple wash. Although instead of contrast, I actually bought I got some Druchii Violet, so we're gonna try that at first to see how it does. And then if it doesn't pop enough, then we'll use the Magos or whatever purple.
Gotcha.
How's your puppy?
Everybody's good. I've been starting to get them used to, like, we go to bed so early, about 7:00. So I told the girls I'll go to bed and everybody lays down and does that, the nighttime ritual. So by 7:30, 7:00, they'll lay down. And normally now she's been sleeping from then till about 5:30 in the morning, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'll take that. And I just fed them dinner and then they had to go out. So that was what she was yelling about.
Wait, are we talking about kids or puppies?
Both.
Okay. Like, wait,
you gotta have them all trained. Now the kids aren't home yet; they're still at church for Wednesday night.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute.
Are we talking about kids or dogs? Yes. So I was going through a bunch of stacks of DVDs and stuff like that I dragged from my old house,
Uh,
and I found my 2 discs of the original Command and Conquer.
wow.
And I was like, only my desktop had a CD player.
Right. Man, that is the one thing I'm not a big fan of for these synthetic brushes.
Don't clean well.
Huh?
Don't clean off well.
Yeah, like you're never gonna get them back to white.
Gotcha.
Like I got nothing coming off this brush, and it's stained gray. Unless I want to spend the rest of this 2 hours cleaning it.
You see this color? It's my color now.
Yeah, really. Unless anybody out there's used them. I mean, I guess I could get my I have to get it from the house, but I've got that conditioner, that Dr. whatever conditioner for the brushes, brush cleaner.
Yeah,
I bet that would clean them off pretty well, but
I got some like paint soap stuff
yeah.
to clean, and then I picked up some brush shaper.
Cool.
You know, step up my game a little bit.
Right on.
As Chris would say, that's the next level, is when you actually start taking care of your brushes.
Right. I think I need a good orange, and you know what? I don't know. I don't think Jocaro's where I want to go. I need to let y'all talk for a second. I need Troll Slayer. That's what I need. That's more of a yellowy orange.
Troll
I'll be
Slayer?
right. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. More than the Jocaro's too muted. And for his stomach here, I want more of a yellowy orange so I could do, almost like it's fire.
Right.
That we're gonna then pull in some flash gets at the very middle. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a new pot of paint.
Did you see the new Far From Home trailer? Or No Way Home?
No, I have not.
It's good.
What was the movie I haven't seen that new one on Netflix yet with Ryan Reynolds and The Rock and that chick that played Wonder Woman. What was her name? Gal Gadot?
Gal Gadot?
Yeah. I wanted to see that the other night, and I fell asleep. Like, I haven't been able to stay awake late enough to get any kind of movies in, which is kind of crazy because before the machine got put in my back, I never used to fall asleep. I would always just be tossing and turning, and I've slept good the last, I don't know how many nights I've slept pretty good. So I couldn't complain about that.
Well, sleep is good.
How about yourself? How have you been doing?
I've been all right. I've been trying to get to bed more on a regular schedule than usually, but I wake up pretty much on time or on a certain schedule. No matter how late I go to sleep, I always wake up at a certain time. That's how you can tell you've trained yourself well.
It's one of those things, and I don't recall it, but when I was younger, I'm sorry about the dogs. I'm gonna go
You're
check.
fine. Dogs are dogs. Yeah.
But the older I got, the faster it came on where you're just like, Wow, I have to wake up to use the restroom. I thought it just like before I would fall asleep after having a party or something like that and not have to wake up until the next day around noon.
Yeah.
Now it's wow, I've been up till 11 o'clock. I fall asleep and you wake up 7 or 8 times. You're like, what is going on with me?
No, thankfully I don't do that much, but like I wake up probably around 6:40 every morning.
That's not too terrible though. I'm gonna go answer this. Be right back.
You're fine. Silver Dormammu. Dormammu. I'm all alone. Yeah, I'm basing this Dormammu figure off of a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 alternate costume that I really liked. It's not going to be exactly because I'm not that good at duplicating colors, but I think it will work really well. I just got to get the right color level. That way he fits with my Dark Dimension team that I've been working on. need to go get my glue so I can glue that flame back on them.
JD didn't make it back yet.
Nope.
Sorry, I had to.
No, you're
They had to
fine.
go for. They had to go for a quick run.
You're fine. You're fine. Just
It's nice. It was. I'm moving back out into the garage next week as well. I was telling JD I brought everything inside because my wife was going away for work for a few weeks, and when she was gone, I thought I'd be in here at night and be able to keep an eye on the girls and be able to be real close when. Well, now that they're gone and they come back at 7, I'm too loud at night talking like this. So they're gonna. I got kicked out to the garage for the next one, and I'm like, "That's okay. It's fine. Just kick me out." But I'm gonna set up out there, and I purchased. I was telling JD about the RC cars.
yeah.
I never really saw myself. I'm not a real big fan of racing, in general and stuff like that. Just really thought it was a fun idea with the build. And
No, there's an entire culture centered around RC cars.
yes, and it's insane. Now hold on one second, Greg. I'm going to answer a phone call real quick.
Yeah, no problem. Go bye, Brian. Oh man, I just saw that Silver's having surgery next Tuesday. Oh, good luck. Get plenty of rest, and hopefully everything goes well. I don't know how you feel about this, but I'll be praying for you, Silver. I do not take surgery lightly. It scares, honestly, it scares the living hell out of me. No problem, Silver. You're missing though the Dormammu painting hour. I've got mine. Daddy's got his.
Damn, what did we lose Brian for?
He had a phone call,
Okay.
but I also don't know if like the kids showed up at the same time or not.
Okay. Well, and of course, every time I walk away for more than 5 minutes, Silver shows up. Hey, Silver. Silver's gone too. Oh, well.
I am not.
Hey, Silver.
Hey,
Sorry you had to wait. I, of course, went to get a paint, and that turned into other stuff because, can't walk through the store.
that's okay. I haven't been on very long.
Cool.
I just got home not too long ago.
So can we make it a trifecta? Are you going to work on Dormammu as well?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. Do not have Dormammu.
Well, he just showed up Friday, so. You all right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to kill myself here.
That is ill-advised.
Jesus.
Survey says that's a bad idea.
Coke went down the wrong pipe.
It's usually your... Wait. Sorry. Coca-Cola.
Oh. And all over the paints and painting table and glue and cotton balls and remote control. Yeah. This is having a wonderful afternoon.
Yeah, it's a good start to paint night.
Yeah. Whew.
Your cough has a very interesting echo.
Sorry.
No, so was that your dad?
Oh yeah, that's Dad.
Yeah, it's like that was impressive.
Yeah, that's Dad. He's in the other room. Man, I tell you what, that's yeah. Yeah, I got a good. What is this? This is a Siren X microphone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a cheap webcam I picked up at Walmart.
There you go.
Um,
After my first couple streams, Trevor got so mad at my audio quality. He literally was at Walmart and was like, "I'm buying you this. It's a blue brand is blue and it's like a snowball." He's like, "I'm buying you this," and I was like, "Thanks." Yes, dear. I mean, what like?
No, I will not take your free gift. What?
Right. I will not take things to make the quality of the podcast or whatever this is as good as possible.
I mean, you could turn it into a podcast.
Yeah. All right. Dawnstone, I think, is next.
So y'all are going two different directions with Dormammu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went MCU, which is what I've been doing with all my MCP stuff.
Right.
And there's just an alternate color scheme for Dormammu in the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 fighting game that I really like. So
Well, that's cool.
he's got kind of like a Galactus color scheme going with blue fire.
Ah. Interesting. Uh, yeah, I need a cigarette.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Like I said, that just went down the wrong pipe.
Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah, before you got back, was just riding in the backstage. Yeah, I go next Tuesday, 8:45. They're gonna scope my knee,
Gotcha.
so I go under the knife.
Fun.
Yeah, yeah. I get a week's unpaid vacation.
Well, that's nice of your employer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't get my vacation until March. Oh,
Where are you at again? I know you told me.
Silver Hill.
No, like job wise.
Oh, Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
That's what's fixing to be right here next to us.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. They're building a Piggly Wiggly next to you guys?
Well, they're renovating that old Winn-Dixie, yeah.
Ah.
With a deli. I'm excited.
Don't be. I work in the deli.
Well, if you were working at this deli, I'd be concerned, but
No, if you worked in it, no. You what?
took a moment. But there it is.
Uh-huh. Oh. With friends like you,
Little
who
delay,
needs-
little delay.
never mind. I won't finish that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With friends like you, you'd be like, yeah, watch this.
Oh.
No, and I'd be like, damn, you got me. As
Uh-huh.
opposed to corporate.
Oh man.
All right. That looks cool.
Wow. I don't think that. Hmm. Oh. I made a weird bush.
Looks like a bloody rock.
Huh?
Like,
It looks like a bloody rock.
No, it's a bush.
I was gonna say like Jeb or
No.
What a-
Yeah. So I found this cork tile, basically. It's real thin, but it's got a adhesive back to it.
uh-huh.
So I was like, hey, that's cool. I can use that as the base. So I was trying it out last night. That one came out a little alien. But yeah, so I just got some regular bushes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
All right, let's see if this worked.
oh.
Wah, sorry. Cracking myself up over here, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, if you get yourself canceled, removed from Twitch, that's your fault.
I know. Well, no, it's that was my version. I was covering it. My version
Hey.
was copyrighted.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Mm.
Too early. That's next month.
Okay. I actually found music that we could play.
Oh yeah.
Yes. As long as we credit the person, it's a hold on, let me find it. Let me get my phone. One of my subscribers to my channel, I was watching one of his videos, and the music he was playing was really cool. So I went into the description to find out who was doing the music. And let me go to it. Yep, I know how to do those. Well,
So you wonder how long was in corner country before something really important breaks. Jason Whitlock has been thinking about this topic recently. We're happy to have him on the show now. Jason, thanks so much for coming on. I'm starting to worry not just about the outcome of this trial and strong opinions about that, but even leaving those aside, the effect of this trial on the country seems almost certain, no matter what the verdict, to divide the country even more, make people hate each other even more, and for no good reason. And it does seem to me like that's the intent of people framing it the way they are.
where
There's no
is
question
it?
about it, Tucker. Look, regardless of whatever verdict comes out of this trial,
Okay. Hold on. Huh.
There's no way.
What?
Nothing. I'm just okay. Scott Buckley. He's a composer. So
Okay.
let me go to his page. Cinematic Creative Common Music by Scott Buckley. Everyone has a story, and I have a library of my own cinematic originals released under CC-BY. Let me hang on a second. Here we go. About okay. The rest of the story. Released under CC-BY 4.0 to help you tell your story in whatever format you tell it. Oh, and it's free just as long as you credit me.
Okay.
So it's his personal stuff that can be used in any type of stream or video as long as you credit that it's his music.
Right. Good to know.
Well, and he's got some pretty cool stuff too. It's really good listening.
Cool.
I listened to some of it. He's got, and it's instrumental orchestra,
Yeah.
but it's really good.
Well, cool.
Not that we're going to do it on a live stream, but I was just saying, in case we ever got to a point where we're, hey, let's listen to some music. Here we go. Doink.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, send it to JD and let him pick out some, and maybe contact the guy just to double check everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I think part of the allure of Paint Party is people have been listening to us talk,
Right.
Right.
for good or for ill.
Right. But I'm saying, like, if you were doing like your like on your Tuesday night paint thing, where it's just you
Yeah.
and you've got to a point to where you're just painting and you're not talking about what you're doing, you could have a light music in the background.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
You can
It's
also
that is not that you're not going to get in trouble for using.
Right.
You can also, if you like his stuff, get in contact with him and see if he can do like a custom piece. How much will it be for like intros and stuff?
Yeah, you could do that too. It's got let's see if it's got his contact information.
Before I know a couple local people though that I'd rather
Right.
them up first. When we get to that point when I need a jingle or some opening credit music or something.
Right.
That was porno music.
That was not. That's a. If Dr. Pepper Zero, if Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar could talk, that's what that was.
Right, a porno.
Stop! Oh my gosh!
Greg, I think my plan worked.
Oh yeah, that was good.
What'd you do? Let's see.
Well, I'm.
What did you?
Did all the grayscale up from the black, and then doing Druchii Violet, just wash over all of it to give it just a hint of purple tint for the highlights and stuff. Because the concept art for this guy literally has him just be mostly purple. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was watching. I saw the picture last night when you decided to do the center piece red and his inside of his cloak black. Red.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, but I was just tired and in too much pain. It's a little too red.
A little too red?
Because from the picture, it just had a tinge of red to it. I know it was mostly shadow, but they did have the red just in the cloak, the inner his cape, cloak, whatever you want to call it.
That's because it's all in shadow. Hold on, Brian's back. Hey, Brian.
Welcome back.
Sorry. I didn't mean to ditch you on the party.
It's okay. Yeah, it's a hint because it's all in shadow back there. So
yeah,
but I'm doing it the same red, just not as bright as the middle there, just to tie it in, tie the colors together.
That's cool.
So yeah, I don't know what to do about his belt though, because he doesn't.
What's his belt?
Well, he doesn't have one in the concept art, and the model has just this big old I'm the champion of the WWE belt.
You could probably just blend it into the same, just keep it the same purple.
Yeah.
Don't have to pull it out.
Do it like you're doing the cloak. Go over it with what gray did you use?
I started with Eshin and then Dawn stoned it. And then did the purple. I don't know what I want to do. I might have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
You're smart.
Let me see his face, JD.
Can't get too close or it's out of focus.
Right. It's too bad they didn't do it like they did in the MCU where he's got the stripes in it.
I know.
You could go crazy and overboard and put the stripes in it.
Well, I know Wes said that he was going to get some color shifting galaxy paints.
Right.
And do the flames in that, so it mimics the MCU version in the movies at least, not the concept art.
Huh. Yeah. It looks good.
Thanks.
Hey, have you seen Shang-Chi yet?
Yes.
What'd you think about it?
Loved it. I actually saw Venom too.
Venom or the
Venom. I finally watched Venom. I still have yet to see Let There Be Carnage.
Oh my goodness.
I can't find anywhere to watch. It's nowhere to stream.
I'll send you a message because I'm not going to say it over live stream.
Gotcha. But yeah, it's not on like I can't even buy it to watch it from like Amazon or anything yet.
No. So the only one I haven't seen yet is the Eternals.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that one yet either.
Yeah,
I
there's-
kind of want to see it before December 17th. I don't know if there's going to be anything that ties in, but just in case.
Well, I don't know if there is or there isn't, but according to what I've heard, and like I said, you can take that with a grain of salt. They all tie together, leading up to the multiverse of madness.
Right.
So,
Well, yeah, I think if I had to guess, like if I using educated guesses and everything like that, I think what they're doing is they're going to Eternals is more setting up Galactus,
yeah,
because I think they're going to turn Galactus into because of how they treat the Eternals and what they do, like something that they do with the Eternals matches something that Galactus has done or what he's been in one of the comic series, what he was meant to do.
yeah, he is a he's. They say he is one of the what you call it? He's one that could give the oh crap. The ones who watch over the Eternals, the judges,
The
the
Celestials.
yes. Galactus is like one of their main enemies.
Yeah.
So it ought to be interesting to see how they do it. Yeah. So
Your guys' knowledge base of our Marvel universe is just insane.
Well, I wear my Marvel nerddom as with pride.
it's a badge of honor.
Ah, crap in a hat. Damn it, JD.
No, that's not from Marvel. That's 8,000 Ways to Die in the West.
Huh?
I know that reference.
Have you never seen that movie?
Is that the McFarlane movie?
I don't know if it's a McFarlane movie, but it's got Liam Neeson's the bad guy, and
Yeah, it's Seth MacFarlane's movie.
yeah, okay, so 8 Million Ways to Die in the West. It's like, please don't kill us on sex night.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's his name? Used to play Doogie Howser.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Neil Patrick Harris. Well, he's like a bully, you say. So when he said crap in the hat, it reminds me of a scene from that movie where Neil Patrick Harris is actually crapping in a hat.
Okay.
Hollywood for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-huh.
Said Hollywood for you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I've been dealing with people who are like complaining about the woke direction of Marvel and how they've been dealing with all these current issues and like they need to go back. I'm like, have you ever read an X-Men comic?
Right.
Like Marvel's been dealing with it, like they're talking about like She-Hulk and how it's just like a a riff off of Hulk and stuff. Like they're like these new characters that have been created in since the 09. Like Hulk's been around since the 70s.
Yeah, people are stupid. They just want something to complain about.
Of course.
I like to keep my complaining to a minimum. Life's too short for that.
Yeah. There it is. Say hello to my little friend.
Hello.
I'm gonna go with no.
Oh, Dave's just rude.
I don't want to say hi to their little friend.
I like to keep this around in case of emergencies.
Are we painting and quoting the character we're painting again, or
Yep.
okay? Thought I was gonna have to mute you. Thought it was about to become real awkward in here. That's all I'm saying.
Nope.
No, just awkward enough.
Just for the crickets to chirp.
Excuse me. Man, I'm tired of coughing.
Me too.
Well, if you're tired of coughing, evolve them into a wheezing.
I was sitting here trying to debate if I wanted to make that joke or not. I'm glad I didn't.
I got
So,
you.
hey, JD.
Yes.
So, what you're building what is it that you're building? A Warbringer?
Yeah, the Warbringer.
Okay. So I guess you would say what I'm building, well, it's up underneath the table right now, is how tall is that bad boy?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Because I know it's smaller than
It's the second biggest one. It's smaller than the Warlord.
the Warlord. But so I got a little project up underneath the table that I'm working on.
Okay, if this ties into say hello to my little friend,
No.
Oh my god.
You're sick.
I've been working under the table for hours.
No.
Okay.
No.
He just stops talking. He just stops talking. I don't know what project it was.
You and
Yeah,
Derek
this-
Silver.
this-
That's got to be a record.
This doesn't have a height schematic on it. So
Well, my box is about 18 inches tall.
I can't.
Bad dating. Bad.
Gonna die. Okay.
Quit, you're making me laugh too.
Okay, so the is it what's it
You know
made
what?
out of?
18-inch Barbie doll.
Which way do I want this conversation to go now? Hold on. You what?
It's not past 8 o'clock yet. It can't go too far.
This isn't Comedy Central.
Is it though?
I know, right? We've got more comedy than they do now lately.
Ooh.
Ouch! Zinger!
Hey, if we can get music, it'd be like that within TV.
Right?
All right,
You just need to get somebody to create your own music.
there you go.
Just create some horribly bad music to put in like between the breaks.
A Naga?
What?
No,
A Naga.
well, close. Once it's done, it's gonna be. This is all gonna be metal scales. This will all be flesh. This is a metal. This is gonna be a metal chest plate.
Gotcha.
That and then the head has got I removed the head, resculpted the face, removed the hair. I'm going to redo the hair, but it's going to be like the Demonette's hair.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a warped Slaanesh Titan.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's
So
my
you're-
crazy project.
You're making bigger Marathi. Got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Without wings.
Why limit yourself? Put some wings on that bad girl.
There's one of the claws I'm working on.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I
Nice.
dig it. Lobster.
Yeah. And this will all be covered with clay and then baked. So it's gonna be hard as a rock.
Yeah. Baked. Yeah.
And then that's
yep.
there's the other arm.
Oh, cool.
I haven't figured if I want to do that or if I want to put well, no. Titans can have 2 close combat weapons.
Sure.
So yeah. It's gonna be a close combat weapon type.
Nice.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's my crazy project that I'm working on.
I hear you.
Sir? Oh. All right, Dad. Hey, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my clothes.
All right.
They were in the dryer.
Wait.
I forgot about them. Oh.
Somebody got in trouble.
Oh.
Meatloaf. Mom, the meatloaf.
Heed. Pants. No. Who remembers So I Married an Axe Murderer? Anybody remember that movie?
Parts of it.
No, I watch good movies.
Dude, that movie's amazing. So you shut up. It's not winning any awards, nor did it, but
It's okay. I can't complain. I like the movie Out Cold. So
The what movie?
the movie Out Cold.
I haven't seen that one.
It's not high viewing. So I recommend it only if you like what I would call the dumb teen movies.
Oh, I love dumb B movies.
No, dumb teen movies. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, it takes me back to my wonder years.
hey, I did it. Sort of.
Did you see the No Way Home trailer, Silver?
Yes. Yep, I saw it and then I went back and rewatched it and I slowed it down to where I could get a good look at when he's there and you see Sandman in the background and the one jumping across. I couldn't tell if it was Lizard or Scorpion.
It's Lizard.
It's Lizard.
Yeah, you can. They've already confirmed that the actor who played Lizard in Andrew Garfield's movie is going to be reprising the role.
That's cool.
It might not be his human form. He might just be providing the voice.
Right. Hey, that's okay.
No,
When did this trailer come out?
yesterday.
yesterday.
Last night at like 10. It was a weird time, I thought.
And you have it analyzed that much already is insane. The knowledge
We're
base.
Marvel nerds.
Well, that and also we have the entire internet at our disposal.
Well, what I mean is just to not like just for your. I'm impressed. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, I just wish that I could be that knowledgeable on any subject.
Well, I wish I was knowledgeable on subjects that mattered.
Well, if you don't think it does, it makes a huge difference just hearing people talk about stuff.
Right.
And
Oh, excuse me.
Well, it's like talking about She-Hulk. I hope she breaks the fourth wall at sometimes because that's one of her original gimmicks. Like she did it way before Deadpool did.
Oh, like talking to the audience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking to the audience, talking to the director, the editors. And they even started to give that back to her in apparently more recent comics because she went across basically a female version of a villain that she's fought before, and she's like, "Really? Are we still doing this?"
Mm-hmm.
see, it makes the characters so much more dynamic.
Well, it was also one of the things that separated her from Hulk was that Bruce Banner's entire transformation was based off of anger and fear and all that, where his cousins was mostly based off of basically being happy, and that's why she was always in Hulk form, was because she was always happy. She liked her job as a lawyer. She liked the power that she got as being the Hulk. She didn't think of it as a curse or anything.
See, I wouldn't know enough about it to have been.
Well, I'll tell you who I'm waiting to see, and I really want to see how they do him. If they get his mannerisms right and everything, and if they still use William Hurt, is when they do Thunderbolt Ross as the Red Hulk.
Oh yeah.
Because they have done. Now, don't get me wrong. What's his name? The guy who played when they did this. The first Hulk movie sucked.
Abomination?
No, not that one.
Okay.
Ang Lee's Hulk movie.
The Eric Bana one.
Yes,
Oh.
that.
Oh, talking about his father who was like Absorption Man, but not.
Right. So that one just sucked big time. I mean, they got some things right with the Hulk because the madder he got, the stronger he got, and the bigger he got. But it was bad. Now, when they did the Incredible Hulk, and I can't even think of the guy's name that played Banner.
Ed Norton.
Yeah, Ed Norton. They did a real good job. He did a good job as Bruce Banner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the whole 9 yards. And when they CGI'd the Hulk on, it was a good Hulk, except for it didn't look like Edward Norton just hulked out.
Right.
When Mark Ruffalo took over as Banner, great job as Banner, scientific mind, great job as doing the Hulk with the stop motion action and all that good stuff. or motion capture action,
Mhm.
and the Hulk actually looked like Mark Ruffalo hulked out.
Right.
Was what I think they did. That's where they did real good. So I'm hoping that they do that with when they do the Red Hulk, which that's supposed to come. They do the same thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure they will. Do the Red Hulk, and because I mean we're getting pretty much the Thunderbolts set up.
Yeah.
Or even the Dark Avengers.
Well, that'll be good too.
And they're doing from what they've shown in the trailers, they're doing a really good job with the dichotomy between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. Like why those two heroes are going to go head to head is because they have two different philosophies of what's going on. So based on what was said in the trailer, the concept is that all of the villains that he's fighting are ghosts, and they have to be sent back to their dimension, so they can fulfill their roles in the timeline and die to Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
But Peter doesn't want to sacrifice them. He wants to try to save everyone.
Right. Well, it's going to be interesting to see where the movie goes.
Right. Did you see the little clip for Moon Knight?
Yes.
I was watching a review group do their review for it, and because I know enough about Moon Knight and to know who he is, but not enough to really know like his backstory.
He's a he suffers from the mental disorder of multiple personalities.
Right.
And to become Moon Knight, he's possessed by an Egyptian god. So he's dealing with the possession plus the multiple personality disorder. And it's like sometimes he wakes up and he has no earthly idea where he's at or what he has done.
Right.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good I think that's gonna be a good series.
So one of the scenes that they have in it that I watched this clip of it, and I didn't notice it at first until I watched this group talk about it. Because one guy didn't know anything about Moon Knight either. He's like, I know nothing about this, but he looked at his friend. He's like, but you're a huge Moon Knight fan. Is there anything that you saw that worries you, that bothers you, or that, gets you excited? And he's like, go back to this scene and watch his reflection. And this scene alone tells me they know what they're doing. And you go back to that scene and you watch it, what's going on. He turns and looks at the mirror in his reflection, and then he walks away, but the reflection stays still and looks scared and confused. And he's like, that tells me that they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, they got their shiznit together with what they're coming out with on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So, but out of everything they've got coming out on Disney Plus. Loki season 2, What If season 2, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, all those. There's only one that I really, really, really am waiting to see. I mean, salivating to see.
Hawkeye.
Nope. I'm gonna watch that next week.
Yeah.
Doesn't the first episode hit Friday or is it next week?
Next Wednesday,
Okay.
the 24th.
Episodes 1 and 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Marvel Zombies, the series.
Yeah, that one is interesting. A lot of people are worried about that because it's like, does it deserve its own?
Yes, because it had a long, long run in
Well,
the.
So people are wondering, are they going to do like comics or is it going to be based off the What If episode?
I have no idea. That's the reason I'm very interested to see
What they do?
how they do it. Very interested to see how they do it.
I don't know. There's some people who are worried about Miss Marvel because they're like, it looks like a teen drama. I'm like, because I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think that's what they're aiming for.
Yep.
And then I saw a hilarious description of the I Am Groot,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, this is most likely. It's apparently was supposed to be an actual children's Marvel show.
Yep.
But the guy pointed out, it's like, so is this Groot saying I am Groot? Because the title could then be anything.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Another one that's going to be interesting to see is the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Yep. You know why I'm excited for it?
Oh,
Because it's done in the same vein as a Christmas special that doesn't exist in Star Wars.
correct.
Yikes.
That's what they said that they were aiming for. Is they were going to do a similar thing, just with the Guardians.
It ought to be interesting.
The thought that I had that would be like before I thought that it was going to be a kids TV show with the baby Groot
Right.
was it's not the current baby Groot, but it's the original baby Groot or original Groot as a baby
Right.
and his adventures, but then it ends with the destruction of his race.
Yeah.
Like it's a like they do a legit backstory for Groot because
That'll
he's
be
the last
interesting
of his
to see.
time.
Hey, Mango Smasher. How are you? I'm actually looking forward to Spider-Man Year 1 or Freshman Year.
Freshman year.
Be interesting to see. I mean, we see his true little origin story and how badly it differs.
We'll get to see Uncle Ben die a third time.
Yay! Wait,
This time in animated form.
Well, how about X-Men 97?
I could care less.
Oh, see, I'm all on board, but that's the one that has me the most afraid.
Well, I've never watched the first one, so
Oh, I was like, that was my bread and butter.
yeah, I was in college, so
Yeah, no, I understand.
yeah.
It's like there's just a lot of stuff that's happened in that show that they had in that show that people are worried, and even to some extent that I am, will they continue to try to push the envelope that they did in that show, and still keep characters to the level that they are? Or will
Yeah.
they try to rewrite them to try to be more, I don't want to say PC, but friendlier, not friendlier, but accepting? And the biggest question that a lot of people have is from that series is Nightcrawler.
Right.
Because in the 90s cartoon and a lot of the comics or whatnot, he's a devout Christian, devout Catholic.
Right.
But will they take that away from him? Will they try to rewrite him in a different way? It's questions like that.
Well, I mean, if they really wanted to educate, they keep him
Right.
and
So,
have
like-
him have, have him have his religious dilemmas.
Well, I mean, there's an episode where he preaches to Wolverine, and Wolverine says, "I've been alive for so long and have done for so many things that I don't know if it's for me, or I've lost my faith." And Nightcrawler preaches in an episode. Now, I don't say that I think they should, have him preach all the time, but he needs to keep that saying. He needs, you have to have that dichotomy.
Right.
You need to have him be that way, and then have Gambit be the one that's making fun of him for it because it's Gambit.
Well,
I can
also-
see him doing it.
It would also be interesting to see if they did that and then they take something from I don't know, Ultimates or something, where Colossus was gay.
right.
And then how is his Catholicism reconcile with his teammate? And is he
Yeah.
gonna I mean, if they wanted to go for realsy reels, that's what I think they should do.
Right.
And because it's Disney, then Nightcrawler will come around.
Well, but and that's the thing that was always important with Nightcrawler is that, they ask him, "How can you be a Christian with the way that you look? You are Nightcrawler. Look at you." And he's like, "Yes, no, I understand it. I understand their fears and everything, but that doesn't mean I should. I'm not. He's got the whole. It's just an interesting way of how they're going to approach that type of thing. And
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a lot of other stuff like the Morlocks and their whole situation that was in that show. Are they, now that's, as this is going to be still kind of geared towards children, or are they going to write it for the 90s kids who are now older, like myself? Will Wolverine actually stab somebody with his claws? Because he never did in the original show. Unless it was a robot, he never stabbed anybody with his claws.
Oh wow.
Because it was the 90s, it was Fox Kids. They don't
Yeah.
want that type of violence, but the world's different. So how are they going to handle that? How are they going to handle the Cyclops's, Boy Scouts mentality, with the live action, and people have gone into hating Cyclops. There's just a lot of stuff that's got questions and people are worried about. But
Yeah.
the fact that they got the two creators of the original series on as consultants, I think they'll be fine.
Well, according to what I've heard, it's supposed to take place. It's supposed to start exactly where the other one left off.
Right. Which is an interesting situation for the X-Men, because where it left off was Xavier was taken to space to recover from the disease that he had, and Magneto was put in charge of the school. So, are they going to pick up directly after that, or is it going to be a little bit of a time skip where Cyclops and some of the other characters had left the school because they didn't agree with what Magneto was doing. Stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. Because I'm gonna watch it because I was that was one of my things. And even though in the 90s I was an adult.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but you were past my age where I'm now in college and trying to social and that kind of thing. Like, dude, when I got back to being past college and adult, 40K exists still. Nerd
Yeah.
stuff is still, that's who I'm gonna be, not I'm gonna go party. So that's
Right.
why I was saying, like, it wasn't because I thought I was too old for it. It was literally the college experience was happening, not giving me the time to watch it.
Right. I understand.
Which is different than how I feel about Power Rangers, where Power Rangers, I know I was just too old for that shit.
Yeah.
I had a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that every dad in the world took their kids to see the very first Power Ranger movie. And they only took them there for one reason. And that was to see the Pink Ranger.
I remember when that shit movie came out in theaters. I was a Power Rangers kid to heart.
Yeah. My son was too. I mean, he had all the Power Rangers from their 4-inch size or 3.75-inch size to their 12-inch size. He had all the Zords, from the TV series, and then he had all the Zords from the movie. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, well, that was our G.I. Joe and Thundercats and He-Man.
Dude, I gotta go back and find it. I don't know if it was one of the magazines sitting up front or a web, like one of my distributors. There's a G.I. Joe RPG out there now.
Not surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that.
It'd be something to have just to own.
Right. Like I had, dude, when I was this was right before I got married. So just 20 years ago, when I was working in Atlanta, and I found a copy of a Dragon Ball Z RPG, and it's like maybe 40-page paperback.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so cool. I made my character and I wanted to play, but I didn't want to run it, and nobody wanted to run it, so we didn't play.
Oh, the struggle of RPGs.
Yep.
And of course, going back to what we were just talking about with Nightcrawler, I kind of was sitting here and thinking, I'm like answering my own questions. It's like, yeah, well, they did Daredevil exists, so.
Right. I think it's more poignant in X-Men though, because the whole thing of X-Men is discrimination.
Yeah.
So him having that faith, while I think it has more angle to be powerful, whichever way it goes.
And that's what I want them to tackle it. I don't want them to shy away from it.
Right.
Because to shy away from it would be to shy away from a part of what makes the Nightcrawler character.
Right. Ooh, we got 1 hour left. I think I will be able to get Dormammu finished. because he's almost done. I'll probably be 20 more minutes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take it down to that level of discussion.
It's good.
Oh,
Discussion's,
that's cool.
yeah, discussion's good. Discussion.
Yeah. And it was a Marvel geeky discussion. So,
I'm glad.
So I did decide that there is no like metallic in Dormammu's outfit.
Which
So-
is hilarious because ours is going to be completely different. It's going to
Right.
be great.
But so his belt, we did varying shades of purple.
Oh, nice.
And we'll do the purple Kavakan gemstones. So be a nice break of the rest of the model.
Oh, you want to paint his throne effectively? Not tonight, but
No, well, eventually. I mean, I haven't primed it yet, just like I haven't primed Thanos' throne.
right.
So I want to get the models playable before I'm worried about the
displayed.
extra bits.
Gotcha.
Ooh, I think I want to go back and do that. Damn it, JD.
Find something you wanted to redo.
Well, so I did all the cracks in his arm,
Yeah.
but then I washed the whole thing purple, and when I first like here, it came out okay, right? Like it's still light,
hmm
but like up here it's too dark, and on this arm it's just a little too dark. You can see it, but you can't see it. So I'm gonna have to go back and reline
Gotcha.
because I really liked the brighter effect. So, but that's okay. It shouldn't take me very long. And I think I need to violet his face. I think it looks too weird being the only gray on his body that doesn't have a touch of violet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Forgot what I was fixing to do. Oh, yeah. Pull out my Laffy Taffy favorite color.
Hey, fellas, work emergencies. Gotta go. Sorry.
All right,
Okay.
man.
No,
Have a
everything's
good
all right.
night.
You too.
Take care, man.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Silver. You too.
All right, man.
I hope everything's all right. Work emergencies are never fun.
No. I hope things go well. We all concentrating hard.
Yep.
Does that compute, or do I gotta draw you a schematics? I gotta find somewhere to get those figures at.
What's that?
The crew from the Betty from Aliens Resurrection.
Oh,
Little dude in the wheelchair, Johnner.
yeah. Hellboy.
Yeah, they there's I'm on a group on Facebook. It's an alternate Alien versus Predator group,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy did the entire crew from the Nostromo,
Okay.
and they look pretty cool.
Cool.
So, yeah, I was watching some of the deleted scenes today. The one where Brett and Parker are down in the lower decks of the Nostromo gathering air tanks to take on the escape pod, and the alien gets them.
Right.
You know, it's an extended scene, and it goes into more depth of what happened to Lambert.
Okay.
And her death was pretty gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually watched that the other night with Grayson. he wanted to watch, or I was like looking for something to watch, and I think it may have been after last week's stream because you had been talking about Alien.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, let's watch Alien. And then I was like, you want to watch it with me? He's like, yeah. And then like 45 minutes in, he's like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I was like, but to his credit, he was like, can you tell me where exactly we are so I can watch it tomorrow? But he wasn't not enjoying it. He just was apparently a sleepy boy.
How old is he now?
The twins are 13.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Nope, don't do it.
Sav is 16.
Hey, have either of you seen the Tomorrow War?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. I really enjoyed that.
That was a good one.
I'm weirded out how they, like, literally 3 days after it came out, they're like, yeah, we're going to make a part 2 because this did so well. And I'm like, how do you do a part 2 to this? But since Greg hasn't seen it, I won't go too in detail.
I mean, I know it happens, so.
But it's like, how do you sequel this?
No.
Yeah. That would be kind of crazy. How would you sequel that because of the way it ended?
Right.
It's the Yesterday War.
I mean, maybe.
We're from the past. We need you to help us.
No, honestly, maybe they're now in the future, and Chris Pratt sees that it's not the utopia he was hoping, and so he has to go back to do something else. I don't know.
Well, that could be a interesting turn of events.
Yeah. Or maybe he loses his daughter and is like, nope, gotta go back. You know, if she could survive the bull crap but can't survive peacetime, we gotta fix it.
Let's go back to the war.
Maybe it's a Bubba's characters in Sentinel's multiverse scenario.
Oh
You
God, I hope
prevented the
not.
bad thing from happening, so something worse happens.
Yeah, I would hope not though, because that's a pretty bad thing that happens.
Okay,
I don't know what's worse than total planetary annihilation.
I don't know. Hey, have you seen Justice League's Flashpoint Paradox?
No,
Yes.
because that sounds like one of the crappier version of Marvel's cartoons.
No, it's actually a very good cartoon movie.
DC's animated stuff is some of their best stuff.
Yeah. I will have to go. I had to go with him on that one. It is a very good movie.
Yeah, I just don't like DC's characters. I have never. I mean, I like Batman, but who doesn't? And
A lot of people.
well,
I mean, they're wrong, but
yeah, I never, ever, like, I mean, growing up, I loved me some Superman because I'm a child, but I just can't get into, like, I don't want to waste, like, my time watching that, unfortunately.
Hey, well, that's your prerogative, man. I can understand that.
Well,
I just happen to. Don't get me wrong. I love my Marvel movies. I love my Marvel comics, but I've always been a DC fan.
I get what they do with like with a lot of DC characters, and that like if they were to use the full extent of their powers, it could cause more issues than it would solve.
Yeah.
But the Flashpoint Paradox gives you an actual tangible feeling of why Barry the Flash doesn't use his powers to the full extent. Like
Right.
Superman says, I might destroy a building. Flash says, I can break time.
Mm-hmm.
But if I use my powers to the full extent, all of reality shatters.
Right. So, like you said, with that, have you seen the Snyder cut of Justice League?
Yes.
Know of it, and I know what happens.
You haven't watched it?
So
Greg?
No.
there's a. So, damn. I hate talking about some movies because you haven't seen them.
No. I know what happens. I might have like okay when I don't see a movie, it's mostly because I
Yeah.
don't want to go and pay for it, or I don't have the time, or I don't have the desire to see it. But I still look up the synopsis. I still look at reviews. I still look at discussions and stuff like that, so I know what happens. I've already
So-
spoiled it all for myself.
Okay, so in the Snyder Cut, there's a Flashpoint paradox
Right.
with Barry when they're fighting. At the end when they're fighting. What's his name?
Dark
Oh,
side.
God,
Apocalypse.
Steppenwolf.
There you go.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah.
Stilgar. You know.
The character that no one cared about.
Right. Although he did look better in the Snyder Cut than he did in
Right.
the right.
Yeah, he did.
Although he didn't look like what he was supposed to look like, but he still looked a lot better. So yeah, there's a scene where Barry actually breaks the time barrier, goes back in time because they lose. And he goes back and it makes it to where that they beat him. So yeah, it's Barry's probably with his ability to break time, he can cause some serious damage. But in the DC universe, you know who the biggest villain or I should say he's not a villain, but you know who the biggest baddie is in the whole entire DC universe?
Isn't it Superboy Prime?
Nope, Superman. For one reason.
He
If
lets, like,
Parasite were to ever to actually get a hold of Superman
yeah.
and suck his powers away from him, and Parasite's a son of a gun. He would be, it'd be unstoppable because he would be basically an evil version of Superman.
Yep. But JD, you know what the butterfly effect is, right?
Yup.
So the Flashpoint paradox is the butterfly effect taken to the nth degree,
I got you.
and it's the core of it is one of Barry's mom dies when he's a kid, and that's one of the things that spurs him to go into all of his science and everything like that, and eventually becomes the Flash. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And at one point, a villain convinces him to go, you got all this power. Why don't you go back and save your mom? And he does, but that causes the paradox. If she doesn't die, then he doesn't, all that.
Right.
And because he's the Flash and because he has the Speed Force, it breaks time and it also breaks the Speed Force to where not only does it affect him, but Martha and Thomas Wayne aren't the ones that die that night. It's Bruce Wayne that dies. So Martha goes insane, and she's the one that becomes the Joker, and Thomas Wayne becomes Batman. Aquaman and Wonder Woman, Atlantis, and the Amazons, they're at war with each other. Aquaman, pushed London and most of the Europe, Great Britain underwater, stuff like that.
Okay.
And it comes to the whole concept is Barry has to basically sacrifice his mom to save, and he has to make that ultimate sacrifice to save the world. Otherwise, everything just dies.
Yeah.
And so when I say that's one of the reasons why I like Barry is because he has a tangible reason why he doesn't use his full strength, because he can break reality.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what really gets me with that?
What?
Zoom. And Zoom is probably Well, I guess he's my second favorite Flash villain. Captain Cold is my favorite. But Professor Zoom breaks the freaking time thing all the time because he's from the 25th century.
So, do you know why that is? Do you know why he can get away with it?
No,
He's the-
that one I don't.
He's the one that convinces Barry to go back in time. And when Barry causes the Flashpoint paradox, Eobard Thawne removes himself from the timeline. So he's not he becomes a paradox in himself. It's also comics, you know.
Right.
What makes a good story? That happens.
There you go.
It's like in X-Men, you've got two time travelers, Bishop and Cable. Depending on which one shows up, tells you what type of story you're going to get. I want to say at one point, both of them show up at one point, and they're both fighting against each other to prevent their future from happening. But preventing their future causes the other future to happen.
Hmm.
There's also, speaking of the animated cartoon, though, there is one thing that we can all be happy about. That show already did the Phoenix Saga. We don't have to see it again.
Nice.
What is that?
The 90s X-Men cartoon, they already did the Dark Phoenix Saga.
Yeah.
So we don't have to see it again, unlike all the movies that always go back to that. Of all the X-Men arcs, they always want to do the Phoenix Saga.
Yeehaw. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of that.
It's like, y'all, there are other X-Men.
Yeah.
Let's do some Stepford Cuckoos. Come on. All right. I need where to go right now. There it is.
Well, I know a lot of people are hoping that this does a good, does well enough that they might try to redo or continue the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. Because that one, and if I remember correctly, that one ended in a cliffhanger that never got solved, and people were pissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We were talking about earlier with MJ falling off the roof again.
Yeah.
It was that at one point in the series, he's fighting Green Goblin, and Green Goblin opens this dimensional portal and it ends up sucking Mary Jane into it. And eventually, later on in the series, we see her come back, and Spider-Man and Mary Jane live out their lives happily. Blah 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 blah. And then we find out that the Mary Jane that he's been with is a clone, and she dies and vanishes, and that Mary Jane is still lost, and that's where it cliffhangs.
Oh, lovely.
It's no, you got to fix them. That's not where you end these series.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Hup. Hmm?
Do you mind doing the closing stuff?
Mm-mm.
My arm is it's starting to shoot up.
Gotcha.
Oh, let's see what he looks like.
Knowing how fast it's been progressing today.
Hold on.
Oh man, you look like I feel.
Alrighty.
Everything all right?
Yeah, Hup got his second shot today,
Uh,
and so he's slowly been declining as the day goes on. So he just came back to see if I'd mind sticking around for an hour and closing up the shop so he could bounce. And I was like, yeah, man, go ahead. So,
gotcha.
no, just going home, but that's fine. It's like, I got Jeremy. Jeremy knows what he's doing. I'll just play around for an hour.
Just take out the trash, it'll be fine.
Yeah. I need to see if it got picked up last night.
Ding. Present.
I got a ding. All right.
Hey, wow. There he is. Good. Not bad, not bad, not bad.
All right.
Ooh. All right, so I made it here. Here's what it is. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. That's cool. Drake, your camera's a little fuzzy. Bam!
Who's?
I said,
Pretty sure that was another quote.
Drake, your camera's a little fuzzy. Bam! No, you were muted when I said the first one. Oh man, you look like I feel.
Yeah. All right. And that's 2 models finished.
2?
Yeah. I had like 2 things left to do on Crossbones.
Oh. What did you have to do on Crossbones?
I had to put the yellow on the curb and his
Yeah.
actual cross.
Oh.
Or his X. And then I just null oiled it to actually give it some depth so it wasn't just 2 white lines. Once that dries, he'll get clear coated and be good to go.
Let's see what is cool.
Yeah, simple. He was very easy. But we're calling him done.
That's cool.
Now you got to do what's her name? Venom? No,
Sin.
Sin. There we go.
No, he's already done her.
No, I haven't.
I thought you did Sin a couple of weeks ago.
No, I mean, she's primed, but I haven't painted her. I got a half an hour, though. I could probably start. I have no idea what she looks like.
Red.
Hair.
Red and black.
So
There.
Electra.
That's what she looks like if you can see her.
Okay, so Electra, got it.
She's got red thigh-high boots, a red bustier top, red hair, black and red long gloves, and black skin-tight pants.
Yeah, so
She's a
that
hooker.
sounds easy. That sounds easy.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends on what the Sin model looks like in the MCU. I mean, that's her.
No, that's what she looks like. She's not in the MCU.
I mean, that's her Marvel look. So
yeah.
Yeah, she's not in the MCU yet. So
Well, let me seal old Dormammu here. Then I'll worry about what's next.
So how long have you got into Dormammu?
We started putting them together last night at 5 o'clock. So took the first hour and a half to first hour to put them together. And then I can't remember what, I think I messed around with more Crossbones to paint, and then hour and a half basically to get the flames done last night, and then 2.5 hours tonight. So 1, 2.5, 3, 4, 5 hours.
Not bad.
And as I was talking to Brandon, I think last night, I was like, look, I did the flames in an hour and a half. I could easily, in that hour and a half, if I wanted to go super crazy, just be on the second color and like literally be blending them, wet blending and all that stuff and pulling them up. But
yeah,
I'm not entering this into anything. I'm just getting it ready for the tabletop. So no sense in going crazy.
Well, yeah, that's the same way with me and my aliens peak guys. I'm just painting them for the to have them in the in the game painted.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not for a competition or anything like that.
And that's not what my paint night's supposed to be. You know, it's literally giving tips on how to get models looking pretty okay quickly.
Right.
Come up with your own ways to get competition models. That's your next step. That's your goal when you're done watching me.
Yeah.
All right.
Did I ever tell you guys the story of when I took Richard, my son, to a games day?
Yes. I have heard. Actually, you told it to Brian a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
Because he got something in second in Youngbloods.
He got first place in Youngblood.
First place. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. Some of Richard's stuff makes my stuff look like crap.
Well, then you did a good job. All righty. Let me go pull a Sin. Sin's the one with the katana, right?
No, that's Viper.
Crap.
Sin's the she's
Then
holding
I'll have a pistol.
gun.
Or I don't know what she's got in this one. Does she have a gun or a pistol? Does she have a gun or a dagger?
I think she has a dagger. Let me go get her.
I think she has both.
Okay. But not the katana. Got it.
No.
Yep, she's got both. Man, I did not prime her well. She got a naked side.
Uh-oh.
All right. This is her name's Sin.
Mm-hmm.
So red, black, red, black. Okay. Let's see. Red boots. She's like the Baroness, but with red.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, but there's some skin. Okay. And red hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's easy peasy. Alrighty. Go Magic Mephiston.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling this is going to come back to bite me one day. Like, Sin's just going to show up in, like, Hawkeye next week with an MCU version, and I'm just going to be like, crap. She'd be like, hey, I heard you saw my dad across the galaxy. What's up?
Well, there is, speaking of all that, there is one show that they announced that I am very interested in because of her connection to two characters. And that's Echo.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I saw it, but I have no idea what's going on with that.
Do you know who she is, Silver?
No, Echo was a little strange. That one was different to me. I didn't catch it all the way through. I didn't catch that one. I mean, I saw the thing, but I can't even remember which one it was about.
So she is a hero that has connections with Daredevil and is the adopted daughter of Kingpin.
Oh.
Oh.
So just the fact that she has had her own show gives good implications on a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
More Daredevil.
it's basically been confirmed that Charlie Cox is coming back. So
I think it's something that he said and recently is like, it's never been stated that he will ever get his own show again, but he will probably come back as Daredevil.
yeah.
And either
I mean, I have a feeling he's going to be real big in Secret Invasion.
That's going to be good.
I even heard he's in Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's in the first trailer.
Well, we see Arm of a Lawyer. We didn't see him.
Well,
What color are her gloves?
red.
black.
I'm sorry, black with red spirals.
Yeah. Which I don't know if they put. Yeah, so they're just going to be. Oh no, there's some. They did give some markings for where the red goes, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the straps on her top are black.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Okay, well I'm just letting you know.
No, I've got a pretty good picture here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, the straps over her shoulders are black. Now that I see that too. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
talking about.
Well, she's also got these weird wing things on, like her ribs have like these weird straps. I thought that's what she meant.
No, the one's over her shoulders.
Yeah, we'll fix that in a second.
Okie dokie.
Because we're gonna get the skin down first before I even worry about that. I was just doing it because I had it open.
That's cool.
Alrighty. Plus, we have 15 minutes. Well, 14 minutes, y'all. So, just a heads up.
Well, I tried something a little bit different with my flesh wash. I added a hint of magenta into it,
Uh-huh.
and it actually turned out pretty good.
Cool.
Yep.
I cannot. Oh my gosh. Somebody's about to claw machine, so heads up. Oh, if it takes its dollar. There it goes.
Sounds like, that sounds like an evil clown's about to pop out of the screen.
It may.
Yeah.
No, JD's not going to come to the screen.
You're a clown.
I am a clown.
There, she's got black straps.
Yep.
I wonder if we'll see a silver samurai.
Possibly. I mean, we've got Omega Red, so
There's a surfer and a samurai?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the second Wolverine movie, standalone Wolverine movie?
Where he goes to Japan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But they only
Okay.
got Silver Samurai.
Oh,
that's
okay.
yeah, that was a silver samurai.
A big attempt at Silver Samurai.
Correct.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we are inside 5 minutes. So we can go ahead and consider doing our roundup. Give me 1 second. Let me finish doing that. Basically repriming the base. That doesn't go there. Alrighty. Let us. Boom. Silver. What did we get
Hello.
done tonight?
Well, we got hold on a second. One second. Get the other light. Boom. There we go. That might work. And turn that one down just a little. We got Drake, semi-based,
Okay.
and we got Hicks with all his camouflaged glory finished.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah,
Very
the camouflage patterns, and I got his shotgun backpack done really cool. But all the camouflage patterns are starting to come out really, really good.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'm really happy with these.
Awesome. Well, cool. Grieg. Wham.
Got Dormammu, and there's that metallic body armor on him.
Uh-huh.
Still got a little work on the flames, and hit up his skull in the center. Also did the little pentagram on the back
The
base.
glyph.
But to give you an idea of what I've been trying to go for over this course of painting the different models, there is Dark Dimension Mysterio. Forget her name, but I also painted her. And then Dark Dimension Jean Grey.
Nice.
And I'm
What's
gonna
that
try
one in
to
the center?
Huh?
Who's the one in the center?
It's like Cassandra. It's Cassandra or Crystal.
Crystal, yeah.
Okay.
Inhuman.
Ah,
And I'm gonna paint a few more to fit characters that I haven't painted yet that I want to run, but they're all going to follow the same type of color scheme with the body, with the armor all in that purple to match his purple tone. But I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. I'm gonna have to ask your opinion on the flames
Gotcha.
later on, but I'll bring him up probably on Friday or so if I can get you.
I'll be here.
Well,
Assuming
depending
I'm
on when
not
I get
sick.
here, you might have already left.
Fair enough. Cool. Well, good job. And then let's see. I ended with starting on, I guess, Sin. So we got her base coating down. We did get our crossbones we started last week finished up. I mean, he was simple. He was when I had time and extra time to finish up, we worked on him. So he's not that hard of a model. And I'm really happy with my Dormammu and all his MCU-ish glory.
he got boobies.
He does. The pectorals.
Yeah, I'll bring mine up Friday, and if you're not here, I want to put them side by side and take pictures of them.
Okay.
Because I think they're just different. They're so different, but just different styles of the same character.
Yeah. See the lighting up. I lightened up the cracks. I like how that pops through.
Yeah, I tried to do a similar thing with the blue light cracking down on his arms.
Right on.
You know what I think would make him look really, really awesome?
What's that?
As if the flames themselves were that color, but a pearlescent clear,
Oh yeah.
and had LED lights in them.
Yeah. That would be cool.
I think that would be so cool.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys and Brian being with us, our usual band of miscreants. And I will see everyone on Monday from 4 to 6 for continuing working on the Titan. Don't forget Tuesday is paint night, 5 to 6:30, 7:30 to 9, and then of course next Wednesday it is the Thanksgiving Eve. I think we are still going to go ahead and shoot to have this. So if you guys aren't busy, you are more than welcome to join me. And
Sounds good.
cool. Well, thanks, guys. And remember, Gamers and Geeks, it is not just a game store, it is a gaming community. I rolled a higher number. Look at me getting better.
Yeah, depending on how much pain I'm in, I don't know if I'll make it next Wednesday.
That's fair. Well, you heal well, but we'll talk at the beginning of next week. So,
Yeah, that'll work.
all right, guys. Thanks for being with me. Have a good night.
Night.
Night, guys.